Well, first off, happy daylight savings time. It kind of freaked me out because I forgot about it, and I looked at the clock, and yeah, it was like 4:30 in the morning or some shit. I'm like, whoa, what is going on here, bro? But it's okay. We're gonna just deal with it. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Got to go for a walk for the first time in like, I don't know, fucking months since winter started. It's been a brutal winter here in Maryland, so it's just like so nice to have nice weather again. And even if it's like 50 degrees and it's misty out, like I'll take it over fucking 19 and snowy. So I'm happy. But we're back with something very special. I've heard the originals of these two songs, and they're some of my favorite just all-around music I've ever heard on this channel, which was Velvet Underground's Sweet Jane and see, I'm terrible with names, bro. Oh my goodness. Sweet Jane and freaking Rock and Roll, right? Yeah, Rock and Roll is the other one. I'd have to say Rock and Roll is probably my favorite Velvet Underground song. That shit slaps, as not even the kids, the teenagers say. It is a certified classic, and I've heard so many certified classics on this channel, but that one rises to the top, easily top 10, top 20 songs I've heard on this channel. I listen to it, I wouldn't say regularly, but I do listen to it on my own time, just when that certain mood hits, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, Velvet Underground's not a 24/7 listening thing unless you're like a super fan, but there's those moods I get when I listen to Bot Pills by the Cramps and like Macy Skip or whatever, and then there's times where I feel like I want to listen to Velvet Underground. But this is Lou Reed live. The album's called Rock and Roll Animal, and then it's like intro, Sweet Jane, and then Rock and Roll. It's about, I think, 17 minutes worth of music. So let's go. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out our Patreon at PayPal. This is courtesy of our patron Ken, right? Yeah. Thank you, Ken. You rock, bro. Seriously, thank you for everything. And just thank you to everybody who watches this channel. I know that, you know, there's ups and downs, and even with me, man, like, you know, I've been doing this for so long that eventually it's just like, I don't know. You run out of things to say. But even for me, I love talking. Like, talking is like the thing I'm good at for the most part, unless I'm like all tired or something. So it's interesting how that works out. But here we go. All right. Intro, Sweet Jane, Lou Reed live. 3, 2, 1. So what's the lineup for this? That bass, oh my god. That already makes you just feel some kind of way. Ah. Whoa. Alright, I wasn't expecting this. What the fuck? This is just the intro. What the fuck? I know that riff. Bum, 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 bum.
Me, honey, on the rock and roll band. Riding us those big action. Those were different times. They studied rules of verse and the ladies, they ruled their eyes. Sweet Jane, sweet
This guitarist is insane. Whoever's playing lead, oh my god.
Is a banker. Jane, she is a clerk. Both of them save their money when they come home from work. Sitting there by the fire, radio does play little classical music that kids before to the soldier. You can hear Jack sing.
This live version is so good.
Some people like to go out dancing. There's other people like us, we gotta work. There's even some people mothers. They'll tell you that life is just made out of dirt. That women never really think. Oh, the feelings always blink their eyes. That children are the only ones who blush. And life is just a die. Anyone will have a heart. And when they're running, break it.
He's got such a peculiar voice, but it fits so well. God damn. Hell yes, dude. Wow. And I love the studio cut of that. That almost blew it out of the water, dude. Who is that guitarist? He is insane. My favorite song of his. Rock and roll. A 10-minute version, too. Let's go. Wow. This dude is taking no prisoners.
Jenny said when she was just 5 years old, you know this, nothing happened at all. Every time she put on the radio, there was nothing going down at all. Not at all. One fine morning she puts on a New York station and she couldn't believe what she heard at all. She started dancing to that fine music. Woo! Her life is saved by rock and roll. Hey baby, rock and roll. Despite all the amputations, you could dance to rock and roll station and it was alright.
Ah.
It was alright.
It's so different, but it's still so similar to the original. I'm so happy right now, bro.
Nothing happened at all. Two TV sets, two Cadillac cars. Oh, it ain't helping us at all. Not at all. One time when she heard a New York station, she couldn't believe what she heard at all. Not at all. Despite the amputation, you could dance to a rock and roll station. It was alright. It was alright. Oh, now here come
That tone, bro. Holy shit. Here we go. They don't make them like they used to.
Jenny said when she was just 5 years old,
They really don't.
nothing happened
At all.
Yeah, every time she put on the radio, there wasn't nothing going down at all. Not at all. Then one fine morning she put on a New York station and she couldn't believe what she heard at all. She started dancing to that fine music. Oh, her life is saved by rock and roll. Rock and roll. Despite all the amputation, you could dance to a rock and roll station.
I'm utterly transfixed right now, bro. He sounds like that Japanese guitarist we've done before. Tanaka? What's his name, bro? Getting a little jazzy in here. It's like a Fish concert. That's crazy. Ooh, that bend. Listen to that fucking bass, dude. It's so full of life. I love it. So much personality. Snare's gonna get louder. Yep. God damn. Go ahead, bro. Get you some. When it comes back in, it's gonna be fucking amazing. I already know. Ooh. 2 thumbs up already. Oh my fucking god. It all came together. I don't even know what to say. Except that it's almost over and I'm sad. Oh, sweet nothing. That was fucking sick, dude. How else can you put that? You can't. I need something to drink. I'll let the applause run. He fucking deserves it. They all do. It's so funny. Just as like on a song level, like replayability, I think I like the original Rock and Roll. Like that song is, I mean, obviously I was astonished by how good that was too. But the original, it's just, it's like lightning in a bottle. That first album, or like that Velvet Underground album with like the pink smoke and stuff on it. I know what it looks like. I always forget the name of it. If you guys like mention it, I'll remember it obviously. But that album, we did a lot of it, and that it's just like it was so special in the time. It didn't get the appreciation it really deserved. Even till today, they don't. I feel like the whole Velvet Underground scene, but they started so much. You know, it's always those bands that walk so others can run. Even though these guys were pretty much jogging. Lou Reed obviously was a huge star. I'm pretty sure. But I like how different and how unique he is, and I like the approach here of kind of. I don't know, because the originals aren't like metal-y, hard rock, noodly sort of stuff like this was. It did have its moments of, you know, being pretty heavy, but especially for the time period. But this is like a whole different kind of rendition of it, you know. Like I feel like there was parts missing, and there was like parts added. There was like the extra guitar work, the bass, and stuff like that. So it's like a cover in a way, even though like he's the one who wrote the songs, I'm pretty sure, in Velvet Underground. So it's him doing his own work, but with like a different band, and they've got obviously their own flavor, their own sort of pizzazz or whatever. I always say pizzazz, but you guys always correct me and say it's pizzazz. So the fuck do I know? That was masterful, absolutely masterful, especially in the guitar and bass department. Drummer got to show up a few times too, obviously, but that show was completely stolen by the guitarist. It reminds me of Mick Ronson and David Bowie's live stuff, and like how they improvise. I guess that's the word. I don't know if it's improvised though. It could be something they already worked on. It's like an alternate sort of take or something. But you know, their live stuff is like way heavier at points. The guitar is way louder, and it just like it just makes you so happy on the inside to know that there's somebody who can play guitar like that, you know. And I've listened to the best. I've listened to the best of the best. I've studied them. I've watched them. And I'll say that was up there. That was fucking nuts, dude. I mean, from start to finish, there was maybe like 30, 40 seconds of combined between both those songs where the lead was not like leading. It wasn't noodling. And those 40 seconds were still good though, but the rest of it, oh my god. That was, I see why Ken picked that. Yeah, I think he knew I would love that. I absolutely love that. I actually prefer the first version, I think, to the original song, even though I love that Sweet Jane song. But it's, I don't know. Is it about weed? That's what it sounds like. When I hear anything of Jane or Mary Jane, Sweet Jane, it sounds like it's about pot to me, you know? And as someone who's clean and sober, I will say that pot is like the one thing, even though I don't really do it that much, every once in a while. And like, I can't even record videos when I do it because like I'm just an idiot. I'm like a fucking, either I'll fucking cry or I'll just laugh the whole time. So it's not smart for me to do that and record. But you know, once in a while I need to wind down. I'll smoke a little bit, you know. But it's interesting that, you know, I grew up with marijuana. But like now that I'm a parent and I think about it, it's like, do I want my kids smoking pot when they're 12 years old? Popping oxys and stuff when they're 14, starting fucking dope and coke when they're 15. I don't think I would want that for my kids, you know? So, like, I don't know how I feel about weed and how legalized it is now. Like, I was always so pro-legalization the whole time because I wanted, you know, weed I could buy from the store. And now we got it. But I just don't trust it. I don't know how, I'm sorry for this tangent. I always get to, like, the government weed. I don't trust anything that comes from the government. I don't know if you could tell that. I don't care what side it is, whatever team you're on. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're all a bunch of corrupt assholes that don't care about us in the slightest. And if you even step out of line a little bit, they'll burn your house down, metaphorically, maybe physically. I don't know. Maybe I've heard some stories. But one of my fellow YouTubers, he does like little mini documentaries that aren't, they're not exactly documentaries, you know what I mean? But he goes around to like bad places or like where there's stuff happening that's like, in the news, and he goes and checks it out. And he made some comments, probably that, I'm not even gonna go there because I don't want to lose my channel. But he said some things, and he got his Patreon completely deleted. I think his YouTube channel is still up, but it's just, wow, to be able to just say words about a certain group of people, or whoever's in power, whoever's not in power, whoever's scheming, and it's like Game of Thrones, man, or like House of Cards. They've made politics, which 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 2006, nobody gave a fuck about politics. Not like they do now. They've successfully, the CIA, whoever it is, they have successfully engraved politics, and that politics is a team sport, and that it matters. Oh, I'm team red, I'm team blue. And like, you just stick with your team. It's tribalism, it's political tribalism. And I feel like that's just such a fucking drag, bro. Like, we can't even sit down and agree to disagree, or like agree to get stuff done even though we disagree on other issues. Like, it's like, if you disagree with me with one thing, like, we're just done, that's it, like, that's crazy. Like, back in the day, people, they had completely different worldviews, and they would sit down and have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, a cigar, a cigarette, whatever, and they'd sit there and chat. Not about fucking politics. Who gives a fuck? Like, the people in power now, they want it to be a TV show. They want it to be like reality TV. I wonder why. And it's just, I don't know. But like, that's the thing. The other option as well probably would have been great either. Like, it's like they give you the lesser of two stupid fucks. Like, it's, who are you supposed to pick? You know what I mean? I would rather run for office and just be some random nobody. Who was the other, there was one president like that. Oh man, I'm actually good with presidential history. There was not Madison. He was a founder. There's one in like, was it Garfield? I don't know. The one who got assassinated. I think he like he wasn't a politician. I think he was a lawyer, had like a Yale degree and stuff like that, but he got killed, They always take out the ones that were trying to make change, like actual change to certain things. And I think JFK was the last one that rattled some cages, which that's what the government needs. It needs to be rattled a bit, because if it just has this like authoritarian grip on everyone's throat, they're not gonna let go. They're just gonna squeeze harder, and like until you're dead, And even though the government is just like made up of the people, you would hope, it's sad to say, like, the state of affairs that we're in right now for the past decade. You know what I mean? It's just been one idiot after another. And I don't mean to offend anyone's taste, but I think my entire life, I was born in like the early 90s. I don't think I've ever seen a real actual president. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's so sad, bro. But sorry for getting on a tangent. I'll start with one thing, goes another. But yeah, I gotta find out who that fucking guitarist was. I have the list right here. Alright, so Lou Reed on vocals and rhythm guitar, Steve Hunter on lead guitar, Dick Wagner. Dick Wagner. I love the names on this channel, bro. I have a list of my favorite, like, funny names. Dick Wagner's going on there. He's on guitar. Prakash John on bass. Petri John, or Parody? I don't know. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. I'm just kidding. On drums, and then Ray Colcord on keyboards. I don't know, man. I wish there was like a Oh Sweet Nothing in there too. Like, that would have been perfect. I like the different kind of version of rock and roll. Like I said, I still prefer the original studio track, I think, to like just sit down and listen to. But that was a technical marvel in the guitar and bass department. I mean, I could just sit there and listen to that guitar for hours probably. It had like an Allman Brothers sort of tone to it at points. Like, it was screeching, or like Mick Ronson, like it was. I see the similarities between Bowie and Ronson and Lou Reed and Velvet Underground. That whole, I think Velvet Underground inspired so fucking much that they're forgotten now in a way, except by their fans. Obviously, they've got hits that people still listen to this day, probably. But there's a lot of bands that came after them that kind of did their thing, did the Velvet Underground thing, and they went places and they got huge, and then it became mainstream, and then it's like when it becomes mainstream and then everyone starts listening to it, it's like, well, damn, I just lost my private little beach right here. That's why I listen to like progressive death metal and stuff like that, because there's only a select few people in the world that will listen to it, but when they do, it is a enrapturing experience, to say the least. And so was this. That was great, Ken. Thank you so much. If I had to pick a favorite thing out of it, I'd say the keys. No, I'm just kidding. No, definitely the guitar. The guitar was out of this fucking world. Shades of Hendrix, shades of Mick Ronson, shades of Santana at points. That guy threw everything in the fucking kitchen sink into that solo in the first song. So good. I had to lean in for that one. So good. And I would love to hear more from this album, which is, what is it called? Lou Reed. So he did that. It's called Rock and Roll Animal. It was recorded at the Howard Steins Academy of Music in New York City in 1973, and it was released a couple months later in 1974. And goddamn, I wish I was alive back then sometimes, man. I know things were different, obviously, probably not as comfortable as we have it now, even though we don't. We're just like, what's the word? We like live in a padded cell, but we're just happy with it, and we're all just like drugged up on Thorazine, and just like, you're just sitting there, you know what I mean? Like, we're just so, I don't know, man. We need a fire lit under us, and maybe it'll come, who knows? But I feel like the sleeping giant has to wake back up and get shit into gear, because the world's a changing right in front of our eyes. Oh, I don't know if you guys realize that. This is history that we're living through, Like, I keep saying, like, what's that? They're saying, like, sometimes a century will pass and only a day's worth of time has happened. Sometimes a day happens and a year's worth of time happens. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what this 2026 has been. It's just been one thing after another that's just out of this world, batshit crazy. And the UFOs are coming, too. Just wait for the next couple months. They're going to actually start releasing the UFO stuff for real. And it's going to break everyone's perception of reality, except the people that already know, or the people that had like an inkling, kind of like me. I don't know anything for a fact, obviously, but through intuition and lots of research, I've definitely come to realize probably a lot of the UFOs in the sky is like skunkworks stuff. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, they've got stuff that we can't even fucking imagine, bro. But it's all reverse engineered from an actual alien spacecraft, I'm pretty sure. Where what's it called? Not Teflon. Velcro, fucking microchips, lasers, all that stuff. All the computers. Like, where were we 60 years ago, technology-wise? And look at us now. We're building, like, AI gods. That's not that much time. That's, like, not even a full lifetime right there. And things are, it's a brave new world, bro. And you gotta sort of, a lot of my audience, y'all don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? No offense. You know what I'm saying? But like me and my kids, I gotta fucking worry about it. It's like I gotta worry about these fucking bills I got, bro. That dental shit set me back so much money. I'm glad my teeth don't hurt anymore, but now I'm fucking broke, basically. It's like fucking, that's crazy, bro. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I hate having to tell my kid, oh, no, we can't get McDonald's today. Or, oh, no, we can't do that, because I just don't have it. You know what I mean? And it's rough out there right now. The world's rough. And, hopefully that'll make us tougher. That whole stupid cycle, strong men, good times, weak men, bad times. That's kind of what we're in right now, is the weak men, bad times part, because you got a bunch of people in power all over the world that are a bunch of spineless fucks, except when it comes to bombing other people just for the fuck of it, basically, And I know that it goes way deeper than that, and there's a lot of nuance that goes into it. I see both sides of the story and the coin, but I say fuck that coin. I threw it in the ditch already. I'm tired of having to pick between the devil or Satan. You know what I mean? And it's, I don't know. I wish somebody not affiliated with any party nothing like that. Just gets into office and just gets some work done. You know, just do something, bro, because this is... Never mind, I'll leave it alone. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Ken. Sorry for rambling so much. Like I said, the guitar is my favorite part. It's just that kind of inspired me, man, because they're so punk before punk was even a thing. And it just really does make you think, what could we do better? You know what I mean? Like, as people, just as ourselves in our own lives, you know, I feel like we could do so much better, including myself, you know? And hopefully we get it together before, you know, Skynet takes over, you know? And I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords, as they say. But I don't know, man. Time's a-ticking. Enjoy your time while you got it. Listen to more Velvet Underground and Lou Reed, because that fucking rocked. All right, I gotta go to bed. It's like fucking daylight savings time. Have a good night, day, whatever. See ya. Oh, sweet nothing at all.